sir, and I'm one of your biggest fans.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello.
And we're thrilled you're back. We are thrilled you're back.
What's that?
We are thrilled you're back.
Good. Thank you. Thank you. Can I answer anything you have?
All right, tell us everything that's going to happen in the next season.
What's that? Everything?
Tell us everything.
A to Z?
Could you just say your name first?
Jeremy Carver.
I'll tell you one thing people have been demanding of me. I run a website, the Winchester Family Business. They've wanted to know, who is your writing team this year?
Who is the writing team?
Yes.
The writing team is myself. There is Adam Glass, Ben Edlund. There's Eugenie Ross Lemming and Brad Buckner. It is Andrew Dabbs and Dan Walton and Robbie Thompson. And it's the same staff as last year. So did I forget anybody? I don't think I forgot anybody. If I did, it's the same. It's the same staff that ended the season. So let me think. Yeah, I think I just gave you everybody.
Okay, so yeah, same as last year.
Yeah.
All right.
Broad strokes then about the season.
I'm sorry?
Can you talk broad strokes, like little isolated monsters we see, and what the overall arc is going to be?
Right. So what you're going to see is, obviously the boys coming together after some time apart. That's an indeterminate time right now, and we'll be through flashbacks exploring what each of them went through in the past. And we're going to be spending a good amount of time in those flashbacks. Those flashbacks are really informing us of how they are present day. So we're really biting off on a slightly different structure for us in that really going whole hog here with telling stories within stories. And you're going to see the boys come together. I don't think it's how they come together in episode 1 might be something, but they do come together in episode 1. And you're going to come together in pursuit of something that is very personal to them and harkens back to their earliest days hunting together. And I may have said this on the panel, but it really it signals the moment that these guys are really trying to play offense, getting something that they really want. And if there was a slightly cheesy sounding theme to at least the first half of the season, it would be this time in person. Put that on a poster. Put that on a bumper sticker. All right, there we go. So while they're on this quest together, and we're doing these flashbacks, and we're understanding that the two boys that are riding that car now are probably even more mature than they were at the end of this. Their experiences and the off time from each other have really been life-altering in a way, and in good ways and in bad ways. And I'm rambling a little bit, I'm figuring this out as I go. A lot of the season is all about perception. You might think that something seems to be one way at the beginning, but I think the fans will be, hopefully they'll be pleased with that. It's never quite how you think it is, in a very sort of raw, emotional way.
Let's look like just the monsters.
Monsters. What can I say about monsters? You're going to see some ancient gods again. You're going to see the boys with a much more contentious relationship with Crowley. You're going to see vampires who enjoy boating. And then the season will also encounter angels and demons as well. So that's the monsters I'm prepared to go into right now.
Some of my favorite episodes of the show are ones you and Ben have written because while they're dramatic and very emotional, they're also quite hilarious. Are there kind of some offbeat sort of episodes in the works?
We are trying to cook those up as well. Yeah, they are. I'm not prepared to throw those out yet, but I pitch them to you. But yes, if the show has proven one thing over the years, it's that it can hold any number of different ways of approaching story. that's what makes the show such a joy, that you can almost go anywhere, and as long as the brothers are in the heart of it, or you're going to have a good show. Yeah.
Other than putting the boys on offense, what was one of your goals going into it now that you are taking the reins of the show?
One of my goals was, and this won't make much sense until the season arcs, was that I just feel like the boys have been together for 8 years now, and I feel like they've gone through so much. It's really, not that it wasn't, but even more so, it needs to be reflected, this growth in each guy. You're a different guy when you're riding around in a car with someone when you're 22, and then when you're, however, even though we never really discussed their age, but you know what I mean? It's with your buddies. You have your buddies in high school, and then in your 10-year reunion, it's a different kind of conversation. It's a different way of talking to each other. It can be a little more upfront, a little bit more forward, and a little less cagey. It becomes a little bit more of, because these boys are sort of, because of the result of their time away from each other, are sort of I think Jared said it in the panel, they're sort of re-examining who they are and what they want, and they're not afraid to express that.
Is that kind of part of the reason you brought in 11? Or do you think that has something to do with like what he wants part of that?
Yes.
Sounds good.
The series basically keeps going season after season, but it's nice when these shows go on and kind of have an end game. Do you think they'll ever tell you have an end game so you know you can work toward it and have the luxury of telling a final
Do you think
season?
like the powers that be?
Yeah, the powers that be, yeah. Because the show...
It would be a shame if there wasn't that kind of heads up, because I think that if any show deserves that proper landing, it's this one. So I can tell you there has been no talk of that game, and as a matter of fact, the mythology that we've come up with this year, I think, is something that intentionally has legs for years to come. So we're certainly not planning on end games in the writers' room.
Can you tell us officially how big of a time jump this is?
Not yet.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.
See you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thanks, guys. Bye-bye.